Hey guys, Miss Mac here. So today we are going to read a story called Why Do I Feel So Sad? This is all about something called grief. Grief is when you are experiencing a loss, and a lot of times you can feel sad about it. Some people get mad about it. There's a lot of different feelings that come when we have some kind of loss, and the loss could be like a death in the family. It could be like a death, like a pet that dies. It might not even be a death. It could be like parents who separate. Maybe mom or dad has to go to live in a different place and you don't get to see them. You might even grieve because you have to leave the school. Maybe you have to move and you lose your friends. So grief can come around because of a lot of different reasons. And I know a lot of students at South are experiencing grief right now. So I wanted to make sure that I read you the story that talks a little bit about it. All right, let's get started. It says, there are times when your life may be hard. Grief is a strong and powerful feeling that comes after a loss or a big change in life. When grief happens, it makes our lives feel different than before. So, like we talked about, it could be a loss or it could just be like a life change, like a move or loss of a friendship or something. People feel grief for many different reasons. My grandpa has died, she says. My dog ran away from home and didn't come back. My parents aren't married anymore. I had to move away to a new home and school this year. I don't have as many friends as I used to. And there's some questions at the bottom, but we'll answer those at the end. Adults feel grief too. You may see adults crying more or not smiling as much. They may have a hard time doing their job or seem sad a lot of the time. Teachers, staff, I myself, we all experience grief. Just like kids. Every person feels grief differently in their body and their mind. You may feel sad a lot or cry more than usual. You may not want to do your favorite things like playing, dancing, or watching TV. You might feel worried that this loss will happen again or feel lonely a lot of the time. You may feel like you don't want to think or talk about this loss at all. So some people just kind of shut down and they don't want to even talk or think about it. And that's fine. You may notice your head hurting or your heart beating really fast. You may have a tight or upset stomach. You may feel mad a lot of the time and not even know why. Everyone is so different. This is our happy place. That's what it says up there in the classroom. You might have trouble listening or paying attention at school. So sometimes it might be hard to focus if you're thinking about your loss. You can tell she's kind of not really listening or paying attention. And that's okay. You might feel scared you did something to cause the loss. You may find it hard to fall or stay asleep. You may feel quiet and not talk as much. Again, everyone is different, and you might experience all of these things at different times. You may feel some or many of these feelings at different times at school, at home, or even out in public. Just remember, it's normal to have these feelings during grief. They come and go. Sometimes they stay for longer. Grief can feel huge or small in your life. It is normal to feel better sometimes, and then some of these feelings come back. You may wonder when life will feel happy again. Here are some things you can do to feel better about your grief. Talk to an adult you trust, like a parent, a teacher, or a counselor, like me. Express how you're feeling by drawing or playing through music. Move your body. Try walking, playing sports, riding a bike, or dancing. Find ways to say goodbye, like attending or creating a memorial, writing a letter, or making a book of memories. Let your friends know how you are feeling. Everyone feels grief at some point in their lives. It helps to understand and to talk about it. Open up and talk to people around you. It helps. Everyone needs support and to know that they are not alone. The end. So in the next slide, we'll go over some of the questions that were in the book and talk a little bit more about grief.